story right here.
Okay. Fishy Tale by Regan Roberts. It all started early one morning at a beautiful waterfall called Valley's Falls. It was 6 a.m. and the sun was still rising. There was a fish named Bubbles that lived at the bottom of the waterfall. She was a fast but a little bit crazy fish. Every morning she had a special way of waking up the other fish. Bubbles would yell, "It's time to start the day." All the other fish heard a lot of sounds that were very unusual, but Bubble didn't notice the unusual sounds because she was so busy chomping down her breakfast. As she found under a lily pad, the leader of the fish at Valley Falls stood up and said, "Do you guys hear that unusual sound?" They replied and said, "Yes, we hear that." Bubbles even responded. Everybody was screaming at each other. At the bottom of the waterfall there was a camper named Bob. Bob was an adventurer. On the weekends he loved to go camping with his dog Fido. Bob got Fido on his 45th birthday. Their favorite food was s'mores. Just Fido couldn't have the chocolate. Bob and Fido started hiking up the waterfall around 6:30 a.m. They went to go look for some rocks. The waterfall, Bob and Fido found a bunch of rocks. They looked and looked for a perfect rock. Finally Bob yelled, "I found the perfect rock." There was only one flaw. The perfect rock was at the very bottom of the pile, so Bob and Fido took off all the other rocks that were on top of it. As Bob and Fido started moving the rocks all began to fall at the side in Bubbles' little private spot. That was just for her. Bubbles saw the rocks falling in one direction, so she yelled, "Every fish, swim for your life!" All the fish came out of their hiding places and huddled together. The noise stopped and the water became still. Then the fish saw Bob and Fido walking away. The fish thought the scare was over, but that hadn't noticed all the rocks hadn't fallen yet. Yet then a breeze came and pushed the rest of the rocks down the waterfall. Started ripple. So Bubbles yelled again, "Take cover, every fish!" And they did. And everybody got what she wanted. Bob and Fido got to roast their s'mores on the perfect rock. The fish were all safe, but decided it was time to move. They moved to a different place in the waterfall that was much safer, and it was closer to where they needed to be hibernating.